Okay, board members, that's going to bring us back to the agenda. I don't have any items to add for good cause. Mr. Superintendent, do you have any items to withdraw?
No, Madam Chair.
Board members, do you have any items to pull from the consent agenda? Seeing none, I'll now take a motion. I'm sorry, Mr. Ferguson?
Try to get back faster. XO 19,
Okay.
That's not on the consent, is it?
Everything is under consent.
I would want that one pulled just so
Okay,
I can vote my position.
that would be EXP 9, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I'm sorry?
I need to stop the meeting. My portion, we just wait.
Okay, just give one moment. Okay, let us know when we need to refresh. No pressure. We good? Okay, board members, you can refresh your screens. It's probably going to take everybody a minute to go back in. Sorry, it's taking me a minute. Okay. So now I will take a motion to approve the consent agenda. Motion by Ms. Branch, second by Ms. Whitfield. Any discussion? All in favor, all opposed, motion carries unanimously. That will now bring us to new business, EXP 9, Mr. Superintendent.
I recommend the board expel student 2425-X-019 from the regular public school program of the School District of Palm Beach County for 1 calendar year from the date of the offense.
Motion by Ms. Branch, second by Mr. Lane. Any discussion? Mr. Ferguson? You pulled the
Briefly,
item.
Madam Chair, I just believe that the length of the expulsion should be mitigated. Otherwise, I'm in favor of the other recommendation that he be expelled.
I don't see any other comments. Ms. Whitfield, please use the iPad. Thank you. Ms. Whitfield?
Thank you. I agree with Mr. Ferguson. I think that we should be mitigating this into the beginning of the school year next year. I think that there's confusion with the translation and that it is not truly represented appropriately from the conversation we just had. So I would like to put that forward as well, is that we mitigate this to the beginning of the school year next year. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Savallero?
Yes, to support what Ms. Whitfield just said, I want to just make sure that our translations are done well, because it's very sensitive to what one says and the other one says, and then, no, they didn't say that, and I can feel it, right, because I went through it when I was 13, and I just want to know our process of translating, how we're doing it, and who we're using, and all of the steps in between translating an incident that can lead to something so, tragic as an expulsion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and I'm going to speak before I call on Ms. Andrews, just to state that this is zero tolerance and that I have to support the superintendent's judgment when a student brings a weapon on campus. Mrs. Andrews?
I'm very concerned about this student in a comprehensive high school with needing so many different services and support. And I'm just hoping that the parents will look around to find a different kind of placement for him that can be most suitable for him over these next few months. And once he finishes with that, I'm hoping that he can come back to Palm Beach County, school district, but maybe not even at Palm Beach Lakes. I really want him to have a fair shot at really being successful. These big comprehensive high schools that we have, sometimes you can get lost and confused about what the rules are. So I'm going to support the superintendent's recommendation today, hopefully hoping that the parents are going to to look at whatever can be a best fit for him in another type of school. And when he comes back, I'm hoping that we will work to make sure, if it's Palm Beach Lakes or some other place, to find the best appropriate place for him.
Okay, Mr. Burke?
I just want to assure the board that in reaching this recommendation, I reviewed the findings of fact with our staff. The hearing we just went through was not challenging the findings of fact, or so those issues that were brought up about translations, that's not part of my decision-making. I looked at the nature of the weapon, and then also some of the statements of other students that spoke to the nature in which the weapon may have been used to threaten or intimidate, and I wanted to make sure that we were consistent. I know there's been mitigation, but as we look back, you know, there's sometimes different circumstances with the type of the weapon or the situation in which it was discovered or utilized or not utilized, and I feel like we're being consistent with this recommendation, and I'm sticking with the 1-year expulsion.
Okay, I don't see any other discussion, so I'm now going to call the vote. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries with 5 board members in favor, Ms. Whitfield and Mr. Ferguson opposed. I'll now take a motion to adjourn. Motion by Vice Chair Andrews, second by Mr. Ferguson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. The board will now exit the boardroom to attend the closed-door sessions for risk management, cybersecurity, and security system plan. The meetings are anticipated to last approximately 2 hours. We will be back.